Field credit, they really came out strong, shot the ball at a terrific rate, made 12 threes, and we were trying to take the three away, and they just made tough shot after tough shot. Took the lead, and then we were able to ramp up our defense, and thankfully they started missing a few. So our players played well enough offensively, and then we got some key stops in the last 8 minutes to really turn the game. So it was a good overall team win with a shorthanded roster.
Coach, you got a little bit more than a few key stops. You had a 22-6 run. I think it was 22-6 run in the last 6 minutes of the game. Kind of what led to that was anything the coach said in the huddle, or was the player taking it upon themselves to step up?
Well, I think they made some tough threes, but we also gave them some, we call them semi-contested threes early in the game and early in the second half, where we were there but we weren't there, meaning you might be there, but you're not challenging the shot all out, meaning they can put their normal arc on the shot, they can do their normal follow shoot. They just felt comfortable from the three-point line. I thought in the last 6 minutes, 7 minutes, we did a great job of making them uncomfortable while they were shooting. You saw some extra arc on their threes, you saw some forced shots, and that led to some misses and some rebounds for us, and we were able to get out in transition and then make the extra pass and hit some big shots.
Coach, what did you think of Jordan's impact off the bench today?
Well, he had a lot of energy. He played a great game. I thought his rebounding was terrific. That's something he's always struggled in his defensive rebounding. He was really pursuing the basketball and going to get it, boxing out, and then offensively, he really, last week in Kansas City, especially in the second game, he started to really penetrate and make plays. He's a great passer. He's a great passer off the move, and I thought he made about 4 or 5 plays for his teammates tonight that helped us down the stretch.
I think there was a particular turning point down the stretch?
Well, I just think when they took the lead and our players ramped up the defensive effort, we were there. When another team catches fire like that, it becomes contagious, and we've been on both sides of that before, where a couple guys start to make threes, and everybody starts to make them but it's hard to sustain that. But our players, even our big guys, start switching ball screens, and they were able to keep some guards in front of them, and just position-wise, we played much better in the last 7-8 minutes.
What made Durham so tough for you guys?
Well, he's your all-time leading three-point shooter in school history, so he's done this for 4 years now. And he's a good player. He takes tough shots, and he makes them. So give him credit. He's a great basketball player, and sometimes you play as well as you can, and they still go in. And not to say we did that the entire game, but we play a lot of good players throughout our season, and he's one of them.
What do you think of Elijah Weaver in his first start? He had a 3 down the stretch as well.
He made that big 3. Had 5 assists tonight. He shot the ball well from the field. He was 3 for 4, but he had 4 turnovers and a little jittery. He just has to get into a flow. He missed the entire preseason. This should be like his 3rd inter-squad scrimmage instead of a starting spot. These are the mistakes he should be making in early October versus in almost December now, because he just missed so much time. So he's a hard worker. He's a student of the game, and his upside is tremendous. He just needs to keep getting better, understanding the concepts on offense and defense.
What about Bennie? He's played a ton of minutes tonight. Is that just because you felt like he had the hot hand?
Well, I could put you in or my assistant coaches, but when you don't have a lot of players on the bench, we had 3 key rotation guys out with injuries, and at this level of basketball, we're going to live with our veterans, and they need to. He came back for his senior year. He battled back through injuries, and I asked him twice if he needed a break, and he said he was fine. Luckily, we got to the foul line so he could catch his breath. But he had 19 points, 8 rebounds. He had 4 assists and 2 steals. So it's a pretty well-rounded game, and he'll continue to play big minutes as long as he can. But 38 is probably a few too many for him. But he was able to hit those 2 big threes down the stretch, and usually when he gets tired, he's short on those. But he was able to dig down, and that was pure. I don't think he hit the rim on either one.
Kind of touched on it out there, but you've been pretty pleased with his efficiency, Bennie, scoring-wise?
Yeah, his percentages are through the roof. He's shooting, I think, over 50% from the 3, and tonight he was 3 for 6, and I think he's 60% from the field. So he's doing what he needs to do. He's taking good shots. He's making some plays, and he had 4 assists tonight. So whenever you get 4 assists from Bennie and 4 assists from Nick, Nick's had 4 assists the last 2 games with only 1 turnover. So that's an 8-to-1 ratio. And when you get big guys that can pass the ball like that, it frees up open shots for your guards.
Is that more important considering you don't really have a ton of point guard depth?
Yeah, we had 22 assists tonight, and we had 23 assists against Missouri State. So when you average 22.5 assists your last 2 games, you're doing something right. That means you're sharing the basketball. Conversely, against Texas Tech, we had 10 assists and 17 turnovers, and we played very selfishly, and we took bad shots, and we turned the ball over, and we didn't play as a cohesive offensive unit. We only had 63 points for the game. The last 2 games, offensively, I thought we've scored a lot of points, and there's a reason why, because we're playing together and we're making plays for our teammates.
What was the biggest challenge without Kevin and Derek out there?
Well, just the minutes they had to play, and Bakersfield was small. They had 4 guards most of the game, and they could all shoot. So we're out there chasing, running them all around, and guys get tired. And that's why I give Jonah Matthews so much credit, because Jonah played 36 minutes, had 13 points, 3 assists, no turnovers, and on the defensive end, he was terrific. He was all over the place. But he just helped us win. And he wasn't the leading scorer, but he was probably the most valuable player tonight as far as what he did on the defensive end. And Jordan Usher came in and did his thing. And so that's what a team is all about. We don't care who the leading scorer is, but guys like Jonah off the bench or starting playing 36 minutes, he played great.
Anything else for Coach? Thank you.
Okay, thank you.